Okay, that's fine, thanks.
Winston, come. Sit. Good boy. In the winter, just a couple months ago, I didn't even want to, I dreaded taking him for a walk because I never knew what he was going to do. If he was going to bite somebody or maul a dog or drag me through the ice, you know, it was really bad.
So his aggression was that serious that you were worried about him biting a person or a dog?
Yeah, I really thought my last resort was going to be to muzzle him. Or I was just going to say, he's your dog, you walk him, because I can't handle it.
And even with me, I was trying to think of ways that, you know, maybe we can take him out late at night or
get a treadmill. I don't know,
just try to avoid contact with other people and other dogs completely, you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
And had you guys gone through other training with him?
Yeah, we did about what, 3 months?
Yeah.
3 months of training.
2 different trainers. Still no results.
We got a few tips, you know, but nothing where he was actually workable.
So even after all that, he was still a problem to take out?
Absolutely.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, we learned stuff like, you know, sit and lie down and, you know,
like how to handle the leash properly and to walk him on the, you know, the left.
But when it came to his real behavior issues, the real problems, you know, it wasn't sitting down. It was, he was going after people. He was aggressive with other dogs. He'd pull you off the leash and all kinds of stuff like that.
So, do you want to walk him right up to the fence and just sit him over there? That's wonderful. Look at that focus.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's so good.
God, I can't believe it. I mean, a couple months ago, to get him that close to the fence of the dog park, he would be just hyperventilating, freaking out.
Sure.
Oh,
Look at him now.
look at him, he's so calm. He doesn't even care if he goes in or not.
So in other words, the training wasn't useful when you needed it the most.
Yeah.
Right. It was basic, you know, sit, oh, here's a cookie. Oh, lie down, here's a cookie. But real behavioral stuff, it never touched things like that.
He was definitely the worst dog in the class. It was group classes, and he was the worst probably in both, I would say, for the whole time.
Yeah.
He would just attack the other dogs while we were walking in a circle, and it was bad.
I remember going to class, and it was a group class, and okay, we're going to do our sit stays now, you know, and then Winston would just be pulling and trying to attack the other dog next to us, and the trainer would be like, oh, I guess Winston and whatever dog have a problem, so Winston, you're going to go over there. So we go across to the other side of the class, and Winston would go after the next dog. Okay, Winston, you're going to have to move to this side. I was like, well, we can't find a solution to why he's doing this. No, we'll just put you in a corner and you can practice your sit over there.
Yeah.
I was
And
like,
today we had him walking by the dog run with all the other dogs. Is that what he's like now? I mean, are you able to handle him now to a level that you're comfortable with?
completely comfortable.
Yeah, I love taking him out for walks now. His behavior is predictable, and he has not had any problems at all with people or dogs. It's just been amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. I would say after like 1 or 2 classes with,
Well, that was
I
my
couldn't
next
believe
question,
it. I couldn't
actually.
believe it. I was skeptical for sure, but he was definitely a changed dog.
Yeah, we were going training for months on end with no results.
Yeah, so
He was
6
still
courses?
pulling, and
Oh.
I was pulling the choker as hard as I could. He hated it, I hated it. We both got home at the end of a walk, and we were both miserable. I was like completely frustrated. He was frustrated too.
Sure.
Heel.
What a nice change. He's so good.
It's shocking. It's amazing.
His focus is really good.
Yeah.
It's a really nice change.
So you used cookies with him, you used chokers with him.
Yep.
None of that got
Bought a
you where you
halty
wanted?
collar, choke chain. What else did we try? Treats.
We did umbilical for months.
Umbilical training.
Right.
It was.
You said something a second ago that I actually wanted to talk to you guys about, because I got that impression from your emails before we first met.
Yeah.
You used the word skeptical.
Yeah, I was skeptical for sure. To be told like in 6 classes of 1 hour he was going to be okay, I thought, no way. We've been in training for 3 months with no results. Like, I just thought this can't be. But I mean, we had to do something because I was just ready to say, I don't want to walk him, so I don't know what we'll do with him. I mean, we were never going to get rid of him or anything like that, but it was pretty dire.
You were our last resort, really.
Yeah.
There we go.
What do you think, Tom? Sit. Good boy. Good job.
That's great. Want to try that one more time? Now we have a dog walking in the background. He's watching, but he's not reacting. You know, what would that have been like before?
Oh my God. We'd bring him to a dog park and not even be able to bring him in because he just hyperventilating almost, like panting and freaking out,
like
whining.
How far away from another dog would you be when he would first start reacting?
Well, you know the Kirkland dog park?
Sure.
You know, you're walking up on that like dirt road that's above the dog park. We'd be like walking there, not even close to the gate yet, and we just couldn't.
So a good distance away, like 50 feet, 80 feet, give or take.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Like, as far as that dog is now, he would start pulling on the leash.
Okay. And we saw, I remember filming him with the white dog in that lane. I still have that on film.
That was
That's fine, thanks.
I mean, and so then the other thing I wanted to ask you guys is, you're using an electronic collar, what some people call a shock collar, okay?
Yeah.
But are we using it in a way, in your opinion, that's harmful or hurtful to your dog?
no, not at all.
Not at all.
Honestly, to me, feeling it, it's like it reminds me of pins and needles. It's just an annoying feeling, and I don't believe it's ever hurt him at all.
Right. Has he shown any signs of stress? No. In the training?
That's the other thing, is he's happier. He's honestly happier.
When you first said we're going to use a remote training collar, I was like, what is that? You know, and then I looked it up and I was like, it's an electric collar. I was like, we can't do this. You know, we can't electrocute our dog every time it does something bad. And I was just, I didn't like the idea. And then I felt it and I was like, that's it? Like, this is all it is? It's just kind of a little poke, you know? And then I'm thinking back to how hard, like, I've pulled on that choker, you know?
Yeah.
The choker is 10 times more painful.
Oh,
If
yeah.
anything now, having used the collar with him and seeing the changes in him, what kind of changes would you say you see in your dog through the collar and the training and so on?
He's happy.
In what way? Like, what makes him happier now?
He just seems so much more at ease. Like, we could tell that, like when we're not getting what we want from him, feels frustrated too, you know? Like, he gets upset. He comes back from his walk and he knows we're angry with him, or frustrated, you know. Now he's just
He used to be so tense, like he was scanning and always like moving his head to look. He thought everything was a threat. He was ready to like attack a garbage bag or just anything out of the ordinary that he saw on a walk. He'd be ready to attack. If something jumped out, you know, he was just always on edge, always. And now he's not like that. You can just tell by the way, I don't know, I guess like his ears aren't like perked up. Like he's, he's definitely casual.
Well, when we were first out with him, he showed all the classic stuff. He was always scanning.
Yeah.
His body was very tense, very rigid, kind of like a guy puffing up his chest, you know.
Yeah.
And now he just he's going with the flow more now.
Oh, he enjoys walks as much as we do now.
He's like focusing on us, and the concentration it takes to do what we want him to do, it puts all that other stuff like on the back burner. He's not looking for trouble now. He's
and do you have any trouble at all getting his focus now?
Not at all.
Do you have any trouble on a walk?
Nope.
People, dogs, anything?
Nope. Not at all. He's like a different dog, and he was a different dog after just like honestly like 2 sessions. It was unbelievable.
Yeah,
great.
It was really.
And he's happy.
Mind blowing. Really mind blowing.
It is.
The progress he did so quickly. I was thinking, you know, like because we were going every Saturday for 2 hours, walking in a circle with a bunch of dogs, and like, okay, like it was one of those things you pay, and then if the dog doesn't show enough progress, you can go back for the next 4 weekends. And so we did, and then we came back for the next 4 weekends, and the next 4 weekends, and then
We're like,
you're like,
something's not
oh,
right.
6 weeks, you know, 6 hours basically,
Right.
and it's gonna be fine. I'm like, yeah, okay. You know,
Yeah.
we've been walking in a circle for 3 months now, you know, and
That's why you gave me a crooked eye at our first lesson. Hey, Nick,
No
kind
way.
of nice to meet you.
We'll see.
Yeah.
before the training we would just never.
We wouldn't be
So
here.
what would you have done if those dogs were around?
I would have put him in the car and drove home.
When I saw
I
a
wouldn't
dog coming, I would go in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Honestly,
And were you guys having to walk him at early hours and late hours? And
Yeah.
I hated the lunchtime walk because it was daylight and there was a lot of people around. I'm like, oh God, where do I take him this time?
And
It's
dogs
like
in your
deserted.
building? Would you
There's
run into
dogs
those?
in the building, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was always hopeful, please don't be anybody in the lobby.
We'd
Oh,
open
Right.
the door and like listen.
Yeah.
Like, do you hear a dog out there?
For
Okay,
sure,
we
for
go,
real.
go, you know, like and try to get
Coast
out of
is
the
clear.
building.
And now?
No,
Doesn't matter.
it's
so
other
amazing.
people's dogs who are the problem.
Right,
He's fine. He's walking down. He's healing,
Right.
and the other dogs are freaking out.
right.
So cliche.
Yeah.
Perfect.